Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the monthly reading. It's a general reading for the month of August 2018. And this is for all of the signs. For the reading, I will be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso for the main 10-card spread. If I need to pull clarifiers, I'm going to use a new deck that I got and I'm very excited about. It's the Zillich Tarot. It's very pretty. It's sort of watercolors. It's by Christine Zillich. Hope you can see that. Sorry for the glare. So if I do need clarifiers, I'll be using those. And the oracle cards, I'll use the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck by Shushann Movessian, and also the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise, Linn. As I always say, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at the contact information in the description box below this video. But just briefly, you can use the INSTANTGO app. If you want to download the app and search me up on there, it's Changing Phases Tarot. You can email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com, where you will find pricing as well as the types of readings that I offer. Also, I would suggest that besides watching your sun sign video, it's a good idea to watch your moon and rising sign. That way, if some of the messages in one of the videos maybe they don't resonate as well this month, in the others they might, or by using all three together, you'll have a sort of more complete overview of what's coming up for you during this time period. And it's interesting how a lot of times the messages kind of overlap. A lot of the cards repeat in the different readings. So I would suggest doing that as well. All right, well, I will stop for now and see each of the signs in 1 second for the shuffle. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. I'm here to get into your August 2018 tarot reading. As you can see, I have already shuffled off camera and have laid the spread, really to save a little bit of time. So let's get into it. So we have at the center of your reading, you have the Page of Wands, and it is crossed by the King of Pentacles. So 2 court cards at the center of your reading. Although, I usually view the page of, pages in the tarot more as energies than people, but it could be. If this is a person, the Page of Wands would typically be a younger fire sign individual, so Sagittarius like yourself, Leo, or Aries. And because, pages are they're very immature energy. I usually associate them with, could be a child of yours, somebody in their early 20s or, late teens. But it's, this person or this energy of the Page of Wands, it's very the person's very creative, a very creative thinker, really good at thinking, outside of the box. If there's a problem to be solved, this person is really good at coming up with, very creative ways of dealing with whatever that problem is. The suit of wands is fire energy, and so we usually associate it with, things like our work. It's the day-to-day matters in life. It's also our own drive and determination and ambition for getting those things done, right? It can also have to do with creative projects, creative endeavors. And, the pages are the ones who bring in news. Usually they're bearers of news. So this could be news related to a new creative project. It could be even a new job, a new business venture. But it's, it's something that's very exciting. It's something that you could feel very excited about, feel very passionate about. And what's helping or hindering it, and I feel that, with this King of Pentacles, it's definitely could be a big help. It could be an actual person, right? This King of Pentacles could be somebody coming in to, play a significant role in whatever's going on this month. If so, this would typically be an older an older earth sign individual. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, again, male or female, even though, it appears here, this energy of the King of Pentacles, it can be male or female in these general readings. There's so many people watching. So, but this person is very, the suit of Pentacles itself deals with the tangible things here in the material realm that we can touch and feel. So it's material prosperity, financial prosperity, financial stability as well. Pentacles can do with our home. Our home, our work, the money that we earn. But it's also resources, and so it can be time, education as well. And this King of Pentacles, he's a very dependable person. He's very reliable. He's very good at making money. He's very good at holding on to his money. Sometimes, with this figure, this could be, somebody like a financial planner, you seeking out the guidance, the assistance of a financial planner. But he is somebody who's, he's good at, he's resourceful. He's very trustworthy, honest, dependable. So, if there's whatever this news is coming in with the Page of Wands, if it's a new business endeavor or a new job offer, and then, this King of Pentacles is in some way connected to that, it's very positive, it's very stable energy. So I would say that, that's a very good card to have in this position, crossing the Page of Wands. If this isn't a person, and this could be you taking on the King of Pentacles energy as you deal with whatever this news coming in, this Page of Wands energy. It's just you being, taking on this energy of more somebody who's more financially savvy or stable, and really knowing how to handle, how to manage your finances, how to handle whatever the finances may be, or, to do with resources surrounding this Page of Wands. And we'll see how this ties in with the rest of our reading as we go through it. Now, at the foundation, you have the Four of Cups. Okay, so water energy here. And, the suit of cups, or water energy, it deals with our emotions, our feelings, relationships. It can also have to do with psychic abilities, intuition. And the Four of Cups, we usually think of it as a card of kind of apathy, or not feeling very excited about something. You can see that the woman she's just staring kind of mindlessly into this, this chalice here. And yes, the chalice does look like, the Holy Grail, and it has this beautiful lotus in it. But she's not even paying attention to, the three chalices behind her here. So usually this card indicates that there's some type of feeling of apathy or boredom towards something. If this is a job, this could be just feeling bored in that job, not really feeling fulfilled, not feeling happy doing whatever it is that you're doing. If this is a relationship, this can be, temporary. This can be a lot of relationships can have sort of that blah stage where everything is very, you might have been together for a while. Everything is just kind of, you get into that routine. And so there's a sense of boredom, a need to kind of shake things up, do something exciting, to put a little bit of, romance or excitement back into the relationship. It's that type of energy, indifference or apathy, not really feeling very emotionally fulfilled with something. Now, sitting in the recent past, we have the Ace of Swords. So swords energy is air energy, and it deals with, it's the suit of the mind. It deals with our intellect, mental, capabilities, capacity, how we, also how we interact with others, right? It deals with communication. And aces in the tarot, they are blessings. It's the universe kind of extending this new offer to you. And this is, definitely, it's a new beginning. It can also, with the Ace of Swords, it can be gaining clarity on something, right? Clear thoughts, seeing something very clearly. It can also have to do with a new perspective, again, new beginnings. And it's also a very positive card. You know, aces in the tarot are yes cards. They're victory cards. This is definitely a card of victory. So with it sitting in the recent past, there could have been, you know, something that maybe you found out about that brought in that clarity that, you know, that you needed, sort of that aha moment, possibly, right, to maybe move you out of this Four of Cups energy. It could also be, you know, finding out the truth about something. It can be, can also be sort of news coming in, but it might have given you a new perspective even with this Ace of Swords. Now, what's crowning you? You have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. Now, yes, you know, this can definitely be a romantic, right? Speaking of the lovers, as in a soulmate connection, a romantic connection with another individual. This card can even represent marriage. It can, you know, the coming together, the getting engaged, the getting married. And it's a very, you know, very deep connection, deep soulmate connection with another individual. Obviously, you know, soulmates, yes, they can be romantic. They don't necessarily have to be, right? We can have friends who come into our lives that are soulmates. The soulmate connection, it's more about a, you know, a soul contract that you enter into with another soul before you incarnate into this lifetime. So, you know, can be in the form of a friendship, even just a partnership, but it's a very deep connection. The Lover's card, in addition to that, another meaning is that of choice. And actually, in the early Tarot's decks, the Lover's card was called the Choice card, and it would usually have, you know, a man standing before two women, a woman standing before two men, and what it really had to do with was this choice, you know, choosing between the two people, knowing that, you know, that choice is going to affect not just the person doing the choosing, not just the person, you know, who is chosen, I guess, but everybody involved. So, you know, and with this being a major arcana, this could be a significant, you know, sort of a life-altering decision that you have here, you know, this message from your higher self, what's crowning your reading. There could be a very significant decision that you are being asked to make during the month of August. This sort of head or heart decision, you know, but whatever this decision is, coming up in the in the near future, you have the next card in the Tarot. So you have number 6, the Lovers, and then you have number 7, the Chariot. So I think, you know, once this decision is made, it's kind of like full steam ahead, you know. So, and you do have, I mean, recent past, there's this clarity, you know, there's the Choice card here, but I think that you've gained whatever clarity you needed to have to make this decision, and now you're charging ahead. The Chariot card is also a card of victory. You have it sort of 2 victory cards on either side here. It's a card of, it can be a card of movement. It can be a card of, you know, sort of traveling across land. Doesn't necessarily have to be across land. Obviously, as it's a chariot, I usually associate it more with, you know, land travel, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. This can just be, you know, traveling, moving to a different place, going to a different place. But the woman here, you know, she's very much in control of where she's headed. She's controlling the, you know, the opposing energies. We have the yin and yang energies here with the light and dark horses. And she is just, you know, full speed ahead and, you know, victory at whatever she wants to go after this. She's very excited about where she's headed. She's made this decision and, you know, moving forward. So for some of you, this could be in an actual, you know, relationship. This can be moving forward with this relationship, getting married, moving in together, getting engaged. For others, there could be, you know, if this is more on the work front, there could be news coming in that's going to bring you greater financial stability. You're moving away from, you know, this sort of boring, kind of stagnant energy. You've gained the clarity that you need. It might have been, you know, and this could have affected this head or heart decision as far as, you know, staying in the job, leaving, and now you're full speed ahead. You're going after this new thing. Now, you in the reading appear as the Unknown card. I know. This is in this particular deck. This card is an extra card that that is used. It comes in the Major Arcana after the World card. And basically, I mean, the meaning of the Unknown card is exactly what you would think, right? That for whatever reason, the answer is not yet to be known. And you can see that the woman is holding the crystal ball, but much different to regular crystal balls, which are crystal and provide, you know, you can gaze into them and gain the wisdom and the insight and the clarity that you need. This woman's crystal ball is clouded, you know, sort of representing, you know, this not this uncertainty, or, you know, not able to see kind of what is coming ahead. Now, I did pull clarifiers on it, although the energy that you have here as the outbound energy for the month is kind of, I feel that it's a little similar to this Unknown card, and I'll get to it in a second. But the clarifiers that I pulled out from the Zillich Tarot, you have the Ten of Wands. In this deck, it's called Oppression, followed by the Prince of Cups. This would be the Knight of Cups in the traditional tarot. And the Ace of Discs. This would be the Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, I feel that with this in the past position, you know, and I'm kind of looking down here at this deep past with the Four of Cups, I think that there was, you know, if this was a relationship that you were in, or, you know, in a job, I think that things had been very difficult for you. You know, with this Ten of Wands, it is a card of oppression. It's a card of feeling very overburdened. You know, this can be in the workplace. It's you taking on, you know, way too much work. You doing your share of work plus, you know, everybody else's. And so it can be, you know, a lot of times, this one doesn't show it like, it's a very different representation, but, you know, in the traditional tarot, there's a man, and he has the 10 wands that he's carrying on his back, and it's very heavy. You know, maybe when he was carrying just 2 or 3, it was manageable. He could deal with it. But, you know, with each wand and, you know, each load that he kept sort of putting on his back and doing more, it became just unbearable, right? With the Knight of Cups, and it's interesting because usually the Knight of Cups is referred to as like the knight in shining armor. It's the you know, it's the knight bringing in the chalice of love and offering this beautiful new, you know, offering of love to you. In this deck, it's a little bit different, and that's funny because I'm jumping over here, and actually you're the second fire sign to get this card, and I've never had this card come out, I don't think. And you have as your from the Soulful Woman deck, your oracle card is Princess Charming, and it says, I take the horse by the reins and become my own Princess Charming, taking care of my own needs. So it's funny that, you know, it came out for one of the other fire signs, and it came out for you as well. And we have this Prince Charming right here, but in this deck, I don't know if you can see it that well, but there's the Knight of Cups, right? And he's holding this, I guess it looks like he's holding the chalice, but what he has there is this snake sort of representing transformation. And then the lotus, which is sort of representing the, you know, this offering of love, it's turned upside down in the water. And at least in this deck, what the card kind of has to do with is, you know, he still has things to learn, you know, before he can truly offer this cup of love. There's something that he needs to learn, is what this deck says. But, you know, in general, we have oppression followed by, you know, this offering coming in, and it's, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be an offering of love. I mean, with the Prince of Cups, this can be an offer coming in that makes you happy, you know, that fills your heart with joy, that's something that you're very happy about. And, you know, again, I believe that it is to do with work, because with the Ace of Discs here, you know, this is a brand new beginning, but to do with, you know, earth energy, to do with Pentacles, so money, new job offer, new money coming in. So I feel that, you are leaving something behind here. It might be a little uncertain because this could be, a brand new job that you're stepping out into, or, if this is a relationship, this could be, you taking the relationship to the next level. So it is, it's a little, I guess it could be a little scary to step out into whatever this new thing is. But, there's staying power. There's, it's very tangible. It's all very good. The Ace, again, is positive. It's a success card. So, and I think that this is going to bring you more or greater happiness than, than what you had before in your previous job, or, if this is talking about old relationships. I think whatever you're stepping into now, it's going to bring you greater happiness. Now, surrounding you, and another sort of reference to this walking away, heading into something else that's going to be better for you, because we have the Six of Swords. And in the Tarot, Six of Swords is one of the two transition cards. We have the the Eight of Cups is one of the transition cards, and Six of Swords is the other. And you can see that the woman on the card, she has dropped the swords, and she's had enough, and she's put them down in the snow, and she is heading towards the light, right? And so she's heading towards something that's better. She believes it's going to be better for her now. And yes, it can be a little scary, as you head into this new thing, but, she knows that it's the right thing to do. And the traditional tarot, the Six of Swords cards, usually shows a woman, and she's sitting with her child in a rowboat, and she's sort of sailing out of choppy waters into calmer waters. Again, a reminder, swords energy, it is only, it's the suit of the mind. So this is only, if you're leaving behind, it's kind of leaving behind troubles, past troubles, heading into calmer water, something that's a situation that will be better for you, right? Yes, it can also be, literally moving away. I mean, with the Six of Swords and traveling across water, and we did have the Chariot card here with travel, right? Traveling across, or movement across land. That could be for some of you, movement, travel, across water, across land, over water, to new lands. And what you're hoping or fearing, and I would say this is definitely a fear, you're fearing, that things might not work out for you. You're fearing some type of heartache, right? But this heartache is from disappointment, things not working out, right? Yes, obviously in a romance reading, I mean, the Three of Swords can represent, literally heartache and betrayal. You can see the woman here, she's been stabbed through the heart. So, I mean, it can have to do with a third-party situation, another person, or you being left for somebody else, or just, three people in a relationship, and obviously, should only be two, so one is one too many. So it's that type of energy. But I mean, in speaking about sort of work, career, I mean, this can be a disappointment, just something that happens that you feel down about, you feel disappointed, things didn't go your way, you didn't get the promotion, you didn't get the pay raise, So I think that's what you're fearing here. You're fearing with this, whatever this new, phase of, if this is you, moving towards the getting married, moving in together, or if this is you leaving behind that one job, going with the one that, deep down in your heart you feel is the right one for you. There's a fear here that, but what if something goes wrong, and what if I get let down? What if it really isn't, as wonderful as I'm thinking it's going to be? But this isn't. I mean, it's just a fear, and I did pull clarifiers on it just because it's not a great card. And you have Major Arcana number 8. This would be the Strength card. In this deck, it's called Lust, which I think is kind of interesting because we have Lust, then we have the Six of Cups, which in this deck is called Pleasure, and then the Knight of Swords. So, what I'm picking up from this particular deck is that, there could be, for some of you, there could be a fear. If you are moving ahead with this person, there could be a fear that, that there might be some type of betrayal. But I think it's, based on maybe previous relationships, past experiences, but just because that happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. It's just a fear. It's only in your mind, and you need to release that. The Knight of Swords comes in, and this is, in this particular deck, the court cards are a little different. So this Knight of Swords is actually the King of Swords. They have the princess, the prince, the queen, and then the knight that's the way they do it. A little bit different. So this would be the King of Swords. So he is, the King of Swords is he's very astute. He's very intelligent. He uses his intellect to his advantage. He knows how to cut through everything. And you can see here, he has his sword of truth drawn, and he is charging ahead. So I feel that, whatever fear you might have, just release that. If this happened in a past relationship, it's not going to happen again. You need to have strength, right? Because the strength card is all about having that emotional strength, being strong. And I think, with this Six of Cups, the Six of Cups, we usually think of it as this card of, is something from the past, relationships, people from the past, when thinking back to past events, and it's called pleasure. So, I'm definitely picking up that there could be some fear of, or related to, cheating, or, what if this happens again? But it's not going to, it's, you're seeing through that now. You realize that you're in a completely different place in your life, different situation, different people. So it's just a fear. Now, the outbound energy for the month is Major Arcana number 9, the Hermit. And the Hermit, which is kind of what I was getting with the Unknown card, as you appearing as the Unknown card. The Hermit is very much about, withdrawing, going within in order to figure out something, right? In order to gain spiritual knowledge, in order to gain knowledge about ourselves even, kind of going within, that soul searching, looking deep. And she looks a little, on this card, she looks a little sort of sad. And even though she has the lamp there, she has this guiding light. She has this inner light to guide her. She still looks a little concerned. And I feel that it's more, again, this concern as you head into this new, whatever this new thing is, this new job, new phase of the relationship. There is this kind of fear of the unknown, but you don't need to, because your overall energy for the month, you have the Queen of Swords, and she is, again, she has her, there's a lot of swords energy here, right? You have 1, 2, 3, not counting the Clarifiers, you have 4 swords cards, and 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. So a lot of cerebral energy, a lot of major arcana energy, which is very powerful, right? This is divine orchestration at play here. So, you're being protected. There's protection here with the Hermit card. And the Queen of Swords is very good at, cutting through the BS, seeing things for what they really are. And she has around her all these butterflies, these new beginnings, rebirth, regeneration. Sometimes I think this Queen of Swords gets kind of a bad rap, because she is sometimes referred to as like the kind of the bitter, divorced woman, that type of energy. But, I always see her as somebody who's, she's very good at speaking her mind. She's very intelligent. She's very knowledgeable. And she's good at getting her point across. It might come across a little too harshly at times, right? Kind of cutting words. But she's a very honest, she's a very sort of straightforward person. If this is an actual person coming in, again, this is a court card. So this could be an older air sign individual. So if so, this would typically be, more of an older Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I feel that this is really more you. This is you taking on the energy of this Queen of Swords and just, cutting through any doubt, right? You have the clarity here that you need to, as you move forward. You know, it's within you. You don't need to fear. You know, you're moving forward. There's very positive energy surrounding you, and you just need to trust, you know, that the universe kind of has your back here, and trust that you have the knowledge and the, you know, the foresight, the insight to handle whatever you know, these situations are, and that might come up during the month of August. Now, the two cards, I showed you the one, the Princess Charming. The other one that came out for you from the Sacred Traveler deck is Rainbow Blessings. Blessings are showering your life. So I'd like to read the meaning for both of these cards. Let me find my guidebooks. Okay, 1 and 2. All right, starting off with the Rainbow Blessings. This card says, let me find it. Here we go. Blessings in all forms are cascading into your life. Just as the rainbow has all the colors of the spectrum, so is every hue of your life blessed. This is a great time to start a project, initiate a relationship, purchase a house, begin a health program, start a new job, or change careers. Let go of hesitations and concerns. Whatever you dream of for your future, this is the time to start. You will succeed. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, when the rainbow appears in the sky above or in an oracle deck, have faith that blessings are abounding. Count your blessings. Be grateful for ones received and know that many lie ahead for you. In the deepest sense, you are the blessing. In many ways, the rainbow is a messenger from the Creator, letting you know that all is well. This card can also indicate that it's time to add some color to your life. Paint a room, change the colors of your curtains, or simply spice up your life. Now, I think this is very interesting because it was talking about let go of hesitations and concerns, right? And especially starting a new job, changing careers, starting a new project. I mean, that's what you have at the center of your reading here. And that's really what I was picking up from, you know, this Hermit card, the Unknown card, whatever fear might be there. You just need to drop those fears. You know, everything is going to work out. You have exactly what you need to succeed in whatever these new things are coming in for you. All right, the other card is card number 39. I think this card is great. I love this. It says, I am my own Princess Charming. I no longer wait for Prince Charming to ride up on his trusty white horse. Instead, I take the horse by the reins, loving myself and taking care of my own financial security. In this way, I make sure I am safe as I move through this amazing world. This process is an important step in my empowerment and expansion as a woman. By taking the reins of my life, I integrate the divine feminine and divine masculine energies within my own being. I honor the strengths and gifts of both these energies into my lived experience. So, you know, like I was pointing out here with this Prince of Cups, it's like, no, you're not waiting for this. You are taking control of the situation. You are your own Prince Charming. You are Princess Charming or Prince Charming, right? I know that different people watching the video, but, you know, the message here is that you don't need anybody else. You are very much in control. You are very capable, and you are, you know, heading out or heading into the month of September, just, you know, going after whatever this new thing is. And it looks good. It looks victorious. I mean, you have a lot of positive cards here in your reading. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of August. Bye for now.